Wow. Wow. I have not done that in a long time. Thank you very much. The main reason I chose that particular song was that was the very first song I learned how to play ever on a guitar. And in the beginning, once again, it was like... Playing guitar is not as simple as it looks. As soon as you start playing, you develop nasty blisters on your finger. And the first time I attempted, I did it for about a half an hour and decided to retire. So it's another classic example of pay attention, get excited, never quit. Pay attention. I had someone who was a great person teaching me. I had to have a lot of enthusiasm about it, but it's the same old deal. I had to get through the awkward phase. And the awkward phase, when you're done with it, you're done with it for the rest of your life. So I got into it. A good buddy of mine said, you know, you sing relatively well. You're always singing in the shower. You're always singing to the radio. You won't stop singing. You know, why don't we make some money with that? You know, I mean, I'll play, you sing, and we'll go to some of the clubs here around school. Now, if you recall, maybe from the Accelerations, I was not exactly Don Juan at this point. So my brain said, wow, if I can sing, maybe a girl will go out with me. So, and maybe even do more than go out with me. So I was pretty motivated to learn how to play guitar. And as time went along, we did real well. We ended up getting an audition in the hottest place at the college that everyone went on Thursday nights, which was the big night. And there had been a band playing there for years, and we got an audition night one night that they couldn't make it, and they never got back on the stage in that place ever again. So it was pretty exciting, and then we went to playing Thursday and Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Got to a point where in the summers through college, I was literally playing 6 nights a week, 7 nights a week, and loving every minute of it. All the passion I had for baseball definitely got wrapped up into music. And I was, you know, doing my best at writing songs. And I was, if you've been around me at all, I've got a big chunk of yellow in me, a big chunk of creativity. And I was just, it was what I wanted to do. No doubt, done deal. So then I started, when I graduated college, I had to make some money, obviously. And I started my career selling pots and pans and knives and dishes. And, shut up. So I started my career selling pots and pans and knives and dishes, and I liked sales. That's what it boiled down to. Now I look back at it, why was I trying to sell a set of cookware to people who already had cookware? Don't really know. If I was going to sell a set of cookware, why was I trying to sell a $2,000 set when most people paid under $100 for theirs? Don't know. Okay, but that's what I was doing, and I got into it, and I got relatively good at it, and I just loved the competition. I loved the buzz of being in an encounter where I could either make it happen or not make it happen. It was man on man, mano a mano, whatever you want to call it. I just enjoyed sales. So I started doing relatively well, but it was by no means a passion. So I was in that company, and there was a gentleman in that company who was the vice president named John. I won't say his last name. And I started developing a great fondness for John. He was probably my first business mentor. And I was going ahead and playing songs and recording songs and writing songs, but I was doing a cookware deal on the side. And then one day John pulled me on the side and he said, Mark, you know, you're awfully good at this. I mean, I don't know if you realize that you're one of the best new people we've had in a long time. And he goes, word has it that you're also planning on being a musician. And I was like, well, yeah, absolutely. He goes, Mark, got to tell you, you're being a dreamer. Yeah, you're just being a dreamer. I mean, no disrespect, but do you know how hard it is to make it in the music world? Now, ironically, at the time, I was dating a young lady in a very serious relationship, and she constantly said, oh my God, you're such a dreamer, as if, with the tonality as if she was saying, oh my God, you're such a child molester. As if being a dreamer was a despicable thing. So I had two people who were real important in my life who told me being a dreamer was a bad thing. John said, Mark, if you do this business, you'll always have a roof over your head. We'll take good care of you, and I'm telling you, the odds are you're never going to make it in the music business. I know. I've been around the block. You know, I'm a mentor, blah, 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 blah. and that was pretty much the end of my music career. Now, that was my choice. I'm not being a victim right now, and I'm not blaming him. But obviously, looking back on this 25 or whatever years ago it was, how many of you think John had a motive? What was John's motive? To keep me in the company so he could keep making an override off what I was doing. But I was so naive, I didn't get it. Now, let me share this with you. Most dream stealers, because that's what he was in my life. He was a dream stealer. And where would I be today if I didn't have him in my life, or if I chose not to listen to him? I have absolutely no idea. Where would my music career have gone? I have absolutely no idea. But my whole life is filled with what if, what if, what if. And so many times it's what if. I remember going to an Eagles concert of all things. The Eagles, the last concert they played before they broke up in the 80s was at the Yale Bowl, I believe, and it was 70,000 people, and I was actually at that concert. It was incredible. And then that was, no one knew, of course, that was going to be the last concert. And then they split up for 13 years, and they said they'd get together again as a group when hell froze over. Hence the album Hell Freezes Over. And they came out with their new album, and they were playing all over the country. I saw them 3 times, but the one time I saw them right in Texas Stadium, where it seats, what, 40, 50, 60,000 people, whatever it seats. And I remember I was sitting in the 3rd row in the center, and they were playing either Take It Easy or one of their very famous songs. And if you go to one of their concerts, almost the whole crowd sings almost every song along with the band because they're so popular and everyone knows them. And I remember just turning around and looking at that stadium and looking at 40,000 people singing that song along with them, and turning back around and wanting to literally just throw up. Because I was like, you know what? Who knows? That could have been me. This is what I wanted to do with my life. Right here, right now, that's what I wanted. And instead of me, it's somebody else, and I don't know, but I have to live every day of my life not knowing what would have happened if I'd given everything I had. Now, I'm not saying this to make you feel sorry for me. I'm saying it because dream stealers, and you need to listen to this closely, are usually people that are very close to you who love